I'm just going to go through and show you how I clean the barrel using a new product. It's called the Wonder Gun Rod, and it's available at www.fixvictory.com. There'll be a link underneath the video. You can take a look at it. But for the longest time I've always used the wooden stick Q-tips and then put a patch on the front of it and run it through. But you go through a lot of these. So this is the slickest tool. It comes in its own little tube, and I'm going to show you how to use that in a minute. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these makeup pads. You can get these at Walmart, very inexpensive by the pack. And I'm going to just dip the tip of that in a little bit of mineral spirits. And you can see the front of the barrel's pretty dirty. And of course the back side. And I'm just going to swab it down. And mineral spirits really, believe it or not, makes one of the nicest gun solvents. Look at that. And the front of the barrel. See how dirty that is? Just kind of pre-wipe that down. You can see that's already pretty much spotless. Then I'm going to start on the inside of the barrel, and I'm going to use my nylon bristle bore brush and just run some mineral spirits through that. Do that from both ends. Just help break up that fouling. And this is the low odor mineral spirits. And that I buy by the gallon at Walmart, because I use that. If you haven't seen my video on how I clean my guns with the ultrasonic cleaner, take a look at those videos. But this, I just want to show you this Wonder Rod, how neat this thing is. So that really cleans out that rifling really well and really gets that barrel nice and wet inside. And that's it for that. Now I'm going to show you how this Wonder Rod works. It comes in a little plastic tube. And for the Smith & Wesson Victory owners, you're going to get two rods. You're going to get the short 5-inch for shorter barrels, and then of course the long rod is a 7-inch, which is beautiful for the Victory, and also for like your Ruger Target and your longer barrels. But all you do is take a 7/8 inch by 7/8 inch patch or a 1-inch patch. The 7/8 by 7/8 actually work perfect, and you can get those at Walmart. Outers has those, and they're available nationwide. So you can either use, let's say, your ballistol or your hops or whatever oil or solvent you want to use, but I'm going to go ahead and start with my mineral spirits. Same thing I just brushed the barrel down with, and just run it through. Now what's cool is that little rubber tip grabs that patch. You can work it back and forth instead of the Q-tips. You can see it's really not that dirty. Once you run that bore brush through like that with the mineral spirits really breaks everything up nicely. And this thing is so easy to use. Look how that works. I mean, it's amazing. And you can use either side, both sides. So now I'm going to follow up with a dry patch. You know, using the bore snakes and this slotted tip, I'm sorry, I'm not sticking that through my bore. Even the one that comes in plastic. They're just a pain in the butt to use. Then you have to screw these rods together. They get hung up on the barrel. This thing just glides right through effortlessly. And you can run it back and forth. Look at that. Look how clean that is already. That's two patches, and that patch is pretty clean. So I don't have to keep buying these things, break in, and just a pain in the butt to use. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and run one more dry patch through. And that slides through just beautifully. And that barrel's pretty clean. Then I can take, if I want, just take a little bit of Ballistol or your Hops number 9 or your Frog Lube or whatever you use. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. Run that through. This is made in the United States. These are actually handmade, believe it or not. I'm going to follow up with one dry patch as my final. Now this barrel's been highly polished, and you can look at my videos on that, how to do that. But it just makes cleaning so much easier if the barrel's been polished. And I polish it every 500 to 1,000 rounds. Take a look down that barrel. Use my eye loop. You can get these at Harbor Freight. They work great. Just hold it against anything white like this. And that rifling is spotless the whole way through. That's it. That barrel's clean. Okay, so you're eliminating having to buy these. You're only using 4 or 5 patches, and they're really not that dirty to begin with. And that barrel is absolutely spotless. I'll tell you, this thing is slick. Now, like I said, you Smith & Wesson Victory owners, you're going to get both of them. You're going to get the 5-inch Wonder Gun rod and the 7-inch Wonder Gun rod. Comes in its own little handy carrying tube. You eliminate these. Your bronze bore brush you're still going to use every once in a while, but to be honest with you, that barrel is absolutely spotless. So I just don't see any problem with sticking fouling going further. But you got to check this thing out. The Wonder Gun Rod, www.fixedvictory.com. There'll be a link at the bottom of the video. So I was excited to show that to you. That is the coolest thing, I'm telling you. Not having to buy these and use these and throwing these out and wasting them. I mean, this thing is so environmentally friendly. Here's your only waste. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Check it out. You got to try that Wonder Rod. It really is amazing. Have a great day. Thank you.